Welcome to part 2 of day 1 of the SEO course for therapists. So in this video, we are going to do a quick overview of how search engines actually work. So why do we start here? So we want to start with an understanding of what search engines do and how they work at a high level, because it's the foundation for everything else we're going to learn in this course. So this will be a quick but important lesson. So, what is a search engine? Well, it is a place you go for information. So, Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo are all examples, as well as Pinterest, YouTube, even. These are all places that you go to find answers to a question. For this course, I'm going to mostly be focused on Google because that is the most used search engine right now. So these platforms basically comb through all of the vast amount of information available out on the internet to try to answer your questions in the best way possible. So why do certain things show up first? So you'll notice when you search something on Google, for example, that there's going to be certain things that show up in the first 3 results. We'll ignore for a moment things that are ads or sponsored content, but what is the reason that certain things show up right at the top? Besides that, sometimes people pay for them to show up at the top, but that's a whole other ball of wax. So Google has a system for combing through all the information that's available out there, and it's known as the algorithm. And the most important thing to know about the algorithm, to my mind, is that it is looking for high quality content. So, what exactly does that mean? What is high quality content? So, boiled down, it's stuff that users will read, engage with, share, that they'll actually find informative, that actually answer the question, whatever it was that they asked, that they found the answer to the question. Because ultimately, Google wants them to come back and keep asking questions, to keep engaging with Google, right? So, Google wants to serve the best possible high quality answer. It is content that is considered relevant, trustworthy, up to date, and accurate. And trustworthy is very important, and that's something that we'll talk about a fair bit during these lessons. So, a word of caution, if you remember nothing else from these videos, I want you to remember that you never want to make content that is just for SEO. So, if you try to do things like keyword stuff, purchase backlinks, use any other inauthentic practice, the algorithm will know, our Google overlords will know, and it will hurt your SEO. In fact, really, Google's algorithm is always evolving and it's not public. So there's not really any way to actually be sure what it's looking for anyway. So it's kind of pointless to even try just on that level. But it's also really like it's unethical, to do that. It's not helpful. And then, to know that from what I have seen, and I think this will continue to be the case, that Google's always trending toward or evolving toward high quality content. That's every time there's an algorithm change, it's to enable it to find better and better quality content. So no amount of SEO tricks or skills will be better than having content that is high quality. I always recommend starting there and then building upon that. So next up, we've talked today about some things not to do, and in our next videos, we're going to talk about what you should do, what you can do, and the next lesson will be all about keywords. I'll see you then.